Hi everyone. So now we are going to discuss soils of the India. So be prepared. Next topic, major soils in India. So here we are seeing one map is there. So we can see first of all alluvial soil. So alluvial soil is basically 7.7 lakh kilometer. 24% of country's total area is the alluvial soil. Okay, so we can see that this is the diagram for the alluvial soil. So this area, 24% of the total soil is the alluvial soil. It's about 7.7 lakh kilometer square. Okay, and formed due to the deposition of alluvium both by river over million of year. And newer alluvium is called the khadar, and the older alluvium is called the bhangar. So there is the khadar is the new one, and bhangar is the older one. Okay, so tarai soil is the babar. So this is the tarai area. Here the soil is known as the babar, and infertile soil is the usar. This area is the usar soil. This is the infertile soil. Okay, so very fertile soil, rich in potash and lime, deficient in humus and nitrogen and phosphorus. So there is the, what is the main ingredient of that alluvial soil? That is potash and lime. Okay, potash and lime is the rich, and deficient in the nitrogen and phosphorus. Northern plain or river basin, Punjab, Haryana, eastern part of Rajasthan, Gujarat, UP, and Tapti, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri, Brahmaputra. These regions are basically for the alluvial soil. That's why the percentage is very much like 24% exactly. Now black cotton soil or the Ragur soil, formed from the Deccan lava. This is the area, and here is the gneiss. Okay, gneiss and granite is there also. Okay, so black in color due to presence of ferrous and magnesium. Okay, and deficient in nitrogen, phosphoric acid, and it covers plateau of Maharashtra, Saurashtra, Malwa, and northern part of Karnataka. It almost 16%. So black soil is on almost 16%. 5.18 lakh kilometer is area, and organic matter rich in potash, lime, aluminium, and silicon. So here is what potash, then lime, then aluminium, then silicon, and part of Rajasthan district like Bundi and Tonk, and central part of Tamil Nadu. Hope you got that all. Now hope you got everything what I described here. Now next one is red soil. Red soil is also 16%, 5.18 lakh kilometers square area is there, and the soil developed an old crystalline rock under moderate to heavy rainfall. It is different shade of red and yellow also, and red soil is red color is basically because of the there is the some ingredient in that, like we can say nitrogen, lime contain phosphorus, potash, alumina, and acidic like laterite, but less leach than laterite soil. Okay, so red soil is less leaching is less. Leaching is less in the laterite soil. All right. So basically we should have the idea about why leaching is less in laterite soil. And larger part of Tamil Nadu, eastern Andhra Pradesh, and Karnataka is basically for this soil, and southern part of Maharashtra. Okay, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, and Chota Nagpur, Plateau, and Odisha. Now laterite soil distributed in a 1.26 lakh kilometer square. It's very less. Now laterite soil is result of intense leaching. Intense leaching is the like a basic point in the laterite soil, and to heavy tropical rain with alternate wet and dry season. So if there is a question of alternate wet and dry season, then you will say that it is a laterite soil, more acidic on higher areas, and presence of hydrated oxide like aluminium, ferrous, deficient in nitrogen, potash, magnesium, but more in the aluminium and ferrous. Now tropical humid area where the rainfall is more than 200 centimeter, hill of Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu is basically West Bengal, Maharashtra, and slope of the Eastern Ghat. This one also. Now the arid and desert soil. This one is the arid and desert soil, and sand and wind blow weathering due to high temperature. Temperature is very high, and formation of this soil is developed under arid and semi-arid condition in southwestern part of the country, deficient in humus and nitrogen, rich in phosphorus. So nitrogen is not there and phosphorus is present, rich in phosphorus, and due to less leaching, mineral content is high because there is the leaching is not available, that's why mineral content is high here. So southwest Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and run of Kutch in the Gujarat. Now mountainous soil. Mountainous soil is basically organic matter derived from the forest growth characteristic of soil varied with variation of rocks, ground configuration and climate, rich in humus. Okay, this mountainous soil is rich in humus. Okay, humus is more in that particular area and rich in humus but deficient in potash, phosphorus and lime, and most suitable for plantation crop like tea and coffee. Tea and coffee is basically more suitable for plantation for mountainous soil, and Himalaya region, Jammu, Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, also western part of Eastern Ghat as well as some region of the peninsular plateau. Now PTN organic soil, this is hot humid condition as result of accumulation of large amount of organic matter. So PTN organic soil is this area some PT area, and there is the organic soil, there is the humid conditions and humus is also present there, and black in color, very strongly acidic and saline, that is sometimes acidic sometimes alkaline, and they are confined to the depression caused by dried lake in alluvian and coastal plain area and developed under water lodged environment. For example, region like Kari in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, coastal Odisha and West Bengal and Bihar. So this is enough now. All right, you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed my soil structure and soil in India. So keep watching this channel. You will daily get something interesting.